Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. I got to thinking about something earlier, and I wanted to talk about. It's about love. And I know people say, well, you know, you just talking about love because it's February coming out. Okay. Yeah. But I wanted to put more of a broad spectrum on it. I went home last month, right? And my dad's in a situation right now where, he has to, we're trying to look out, make sure that he's taking care of himself better. You know, he has little health problems here, and everybody has that. So we, got to hanging around and stuff and do our thing and joked and talked about life and all of that. And I really realized how much I love my father. Despite things that went down over the years, both good and bad. I've gotten over most of the bad stuff, pretty much. And I realized that there's an old saying that comes out, what are they doing out here tonight, man? That says, he's in the middle of the damn road. I'm sorry, guys. Love conquers all. Okay, you got it. Love conquers all. That to me brought more to meaning to me than anything else in my entire life. Love conquers all. If you let it. And I'll say that. Love conquers all if you allow it to enter into your heart. And I'm talking about not just love for your woman or your man. I'm talking about love for people. Love for doing things for people. Love for being around people. Love for just thanking the Lord for what you're able to do for other people and what you're able to do for yourself and your family. And I have the love, and I'm going to start with this first. I have the love for God, for the things I've been able to do for my family for the last several years. Because I think personally, had I not left Cleveland in the first place 32 years ago next month, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be doing any of this. I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. Real talk. It amazes me that I'm able to do what I'm able to do, and I enjoy it. But, like I said before, to be totally honest, I wouldn't be doing half the stuff I'm doing right now. Had I not had the belief that God was going to get me through. Real talk. And I love the Lord for that. I make no mistakes about it. I make no bones about it. That's just the way I feel, man. Because there's a lot of worse situations I could have been in. And a lot of worse situations I came close to being in. Very close. I don't discuss that. But thank God that my God was there. I will say that. And I'm being totally honest about that. They always say for the love of God. The love of God has real deep meaning to me. It does. And I know I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect as a person. I'm not perfect as a man. I ain't perfect as a Christian. And I'll admit to that. But I strive to do better all the time. I strive to be a better husband, a better father, a better son. everything. You know, I definitely strive to be a better Christian. In everything I do, I try to be better. But I also strive to love people better. You know, something I think sometimes we don't do a lot of. You know, somebody was talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is really part of the act of forgiveness is to allow you, and I've said it on my podcast before. Somebody else was saying on a radio program I was just listening to just a little while ago, and they were saying basically the same thing I've been saying for years. Forgiveness is when, especially when you're involved with something that may have been harmful or tragic to you at some point, to you or a loved one. Forgiveness is about you allowing yourself to get past the burden of something that happened to you. That's basically what it is. Or something happened to you, or something somebody did to you. You know, or something somebody said to you. It could be anything involved with that. And this is whether the person asks for your forgiveness or not. You know, I've been in situations like that, you know, and some I regret, because I've had people where they asked me for forgiveness, I told them no. But I'm learning more and more. When I learn more about the love of God and the love of Christ, and the way the teachings that I get from going to church and Sunday school, that when you forgive, you tend to get more love from that. I don't know how to explain it, because there are times where I feel that way. Sometimes I feel like when I forgive somebody, there are times where I get the love back twice fold in return. Or if I'm helping somebody out, you know, I was in a situation where I helped somebody out with a favor for them, and they did want me a solid back, and I'm going to do them another solid just because. I had an old laptop it's not an old laptop, but I told them it runs fine. You can power it on, off, and all that, but just one thing it couldn't do. And I told them if they can get that fixed, they can have it. You know, because I didn't want to put any money into it. So, and that's just a prime example. Because they always say there's enough love to go around. There's enough love is worth that you can share it with somebody else. Especially not only with just what you're giving, but the loving as well. And I'm talking about in terms of loving somebody for just who they are. You know, I think in this world there's not enough love to go around. There is enough love to go around, but it's not being shared enough. And it's not getting out to the people who need it the most. I really do feel that way. Sometimes you think that you hate somebody, but you really don't hate that person. I've been in situations where I didn't hate the person, I just didn't like what they did. You know, hate is a really awful word. It's an awful situation to be hated too, as well as to hate somebody. That's why I see, you know, with Christmas time, people always do the random acts of kindness. I wish that would go on 365, 24/7. I think if that would go on 24/7, 365 a year, I don't think there would be less reason to hate and more reason to love. That's what love's about. Love is you having a really good feeling about that person. And it doesn't necessarily mean intimacy. It can mean love that person for who they are, what they do, and what you do for them. That's love received, and that's love given. You know, not enough of it in this world, but we damn sure could use more of it. This is DJ Wolf. I'm going to get off my soapbox about this, but I think between now and Valentine's Day, I'll be talking a lot more about it. Matter of fact, there's no doubt I will be talking a lot more about it. I hope to, anyway. All right, well, that's all I got on this podcast for right now. This is DJ Wolf.